Abby, and we are outside the annual and vegetable greenhouse here at Wilson's Garden Center, and today we are putting in a raised bed because raised beds are fabulous. They are super productive. You can get really high yields out of the space that you have here. They are low maintenance. You don't have to worry about soil compaction because you probably will not be walking around in there, or you shouldn't anyway. They drain well, and the soil warms faster, so you can start growing earlier in the spring and you can extend the season later. What we have here is a 12x4 frame built by one of the guys here. Thanks, Brian. We used untreated cedar because the cedar is naturally rot resistant, and you want to stay away from treated lumber because it has things in it that are not great for you or your plants. So we have 1x8 boards here stacked 2 high, so the bed's going to be 16 inches deep, which is a really good depth for this. You want it to be at least 12 inches deep, and that'll keep your plants pretty happy. We've lined it with plastic to help keep the moisture off the boards. That will extend the life of the bed a little more too. And another thing to note here, if you have a problem with moles, you can get hardware cloth, 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, and lay that on the bottom and staple it against the sides to keep any moles out. But the moles know better than to come to Wilson's, so we're not going to worry about that. So the next thing we want to do is add our soil. So we have Wilson's potting mix that we're going to put in the bed, and we're going to mix in some bumper crop, which is an organic soil amendment, and it has all kinds of good things in it that will grow amazing plants. And in the top, we're going to mix in some organic plant magic, which is a fertilizer. So that will help all season. It's good stuff. So we'll get started with that. We have about half of our soil in here. So I'm going to spread that around with the rake. And then in the top half, I'll be mixing in the bumper crop. So far, we just have the Wilson's potting mix. We have added the bumper crop in here. So I'm just using the rake to mix that in with the Wilson's potting mix. And then once we have all this in...
How many bags did you use of Wilson's bumper crop in this?
3 bags of bumper crop. We're using 1 of the organic plant magic. And we have 19 bags of potting mix. So you have a little bit of an initial investment in this bed, but it's going to last a long time, and you won't have to add more soil to it because 19 bags is not enough, so we're going to add 3 more bags of potting. So we've added another 3 bags, and that should be enough, but you'll want to water it to help it settle and add more soil if you need to. I am going to mix in the organic plant matter now, organic plant magic now. Hopefully the wind won't blow most of it away. That should do it. So this is 48 square feet. We have a grid to lay on here that I'll get out in a minute. It'll make it into a bona fide square foot garden. But you can do a lot with this space, and we will be following the progress throughout the season. We've added the organic plant magic, mix that into the top layer. So I'm going to get our square foot grid. Be back in a second. So I'm laying down the corrugated plastic square foot grid here, and I'll use landscape staples to anchor that down. And then when we come back for the next video, we'll be planting some cool season crops out here. So stick with us throughout the season. We'll have lots of videos as we plant some of the amazing vegetables that we are growing in the annual and vegetable house there. And we'll also be doing some other plants in containers in this area. This is the Idea Garden spot. So come and see us and have a great gardening day.